Oh my gosh, I'm finally caught up. Anyways, welcome to playoffs. Only 4 matches to go over today. We have Mateo versus Kloby in the 3 versus 6 matchup of Scales Round 1. And we see pretty default teams, I would assume, for both sides. I think I called it earlier, Wheezing coming, as well as these two. Donphan also pretty much having to show up for removal from all the hazard stacking. Alright, let's see how this goes. Why drill run? Alright, leftovers knocked off. Over there. Sludge Bomb doing barely anything. Bala Goldango to prevent the stats moves. Yep. Keep the hazards up. In comes Skarm. On the nasty plot turn. Oh no. I think I called it earlier. What does this team do when they set up a nasty plot? Terra Grass, Terra Blast, call out on the Donphan switch. Cool. Ooh, crit. I'm assuming crit mattered. And the fact Mateo's saying it's GG already is concerning. Admittedly, it does look a little rough. Make your ring kills the Titan, it does. Dang. Mateo might have had it right. It might be game over. That kills a start. I would have preferred to just don't go, but oh, Ice Beam, yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. I think this is a Scarf. Unironically, there's a chance. Endure, but it failed. Cool. What is the play there? Knock off the Assault Vest. Liquid Storm again. Are you trying to sack? What is this endgame? Okay. Are you trying to sack Hydrapple here? Why is it enduring? Is it? Okay, it's weakness policy, but no, it doesn't have priority. Is that gonna be a win? Oh my gosh, Mateo won that. No way. Glamora is that guy. Holy crap. What was the play with Armor Rouge? I get Endure Weakness Policy, but Armor doesn't get Shadow Sneak. That's just a Village only thing, so I don't know. I don't quite know what the play was. I assume there was some sort of plan. Because admittedly, Endure Weakness Policy to get going for like a stored power, I assume. But you're just slower than Scarf. Well, you're slower than it to begin with if it's max speed. Just like a good set, but not for that specific situation, I think. You probably Endure Weakness Policy, Restored Power, to try to set up an agility at some point. I think you're trying to force a switch, set up an agility, and then get the Endure. Because if you have the agility of it, it's GG's. Alright. Milo versus Blue Jay in the 4-5 matchup in Sugar. What is the plan against Volcarona? Let's find out together, shall we? Frostlass leading to Meowscarada. Immediate ballot to Volk. Get the Flame Body proc, and just like that, Volcarona's already made some value. Morning Sun to heal it off. Nice. Here comes Bastiodon. Getting rocks up. Nice. Over to Prim. And they trick. Swap Scarf for Vest. So this is now Scarf Primarina. It was unfortunately probably built too slow to really take advantage of that. And Scarf Prim, not the worst set in the world, if you're building for it. Alrighty. Now look at these two. Oh, jeez. Look, and they're just a couple silly guys. Gets the para. Not sure how impactful it is going to be in a Bastiodon, but sure. Curse Body disables it just as time to switch out. Alright, here's the rip. Goes Terra Fairy. Tricks Choice Specs. Oh, and that's just right here, you're done. That is just right here, you're done. The Spadef drop at the worst possible moment. Crit 2, so the Spadef doesn't even matter. Destiny Bonds. That's a 2-for-1 for Frostlass. Giving Milo a lead. Unfortunately, Meowscarada is burned. It's not even gonna kill. Only just 50, that's insane. Out comes Volcarona. It's 6%. That's awful. That is awful. Probably banking on some sort of switch out. Sack Prim here, yeah. Get in probably something like Conk. Or Hamu. Has Ice Beam. Cool. Iron Defense isn't going to help against Volcarona. Oh, the boost. Just slightly ill-timed drops and boosts are killing it. Killing Blue Jay here. Can Garchomp win this? Once again, the random S special coverage. Oh, Sacred Sword. That's going to be rough. Especially because Rapid Spin, you're not faster anymore. You're not faster even with that. If there was a body press that singular turn, there was a chance. How did you live? Never mind. Garchomp living that Ice Beam was wild. That should not happen. That should never happen. That's why. I get that Samurot's not a special attacker predominantly, but how did Garchomp live that? What the heck? So anyways, Milo moves on. Blue Jay season ends here. We move on to the other side. Papa and Winter. Both birding up. Oh my, final Gambit off the rip. That's a call out. Okay. Okay, yeah. Get King UN in. Rock Tomb, not doing a ton, but okay, the Duck's in on Avalug. Why? What was the point there? What was the play there? So you've sacrificed 2 Pokemon to try to take down this Avalug. Kowtow, cleave the Arachnids on the way in. Does Roaring Moon? No! That just means Roaring Moon wins, I think. I think that's just over. Need to keep Hitmonlee alive, I think. I don't even know if Hitmonlee could have done it, but switching it in there was choice. Oh, Room was way faster. Need to like proc a burn or be Scarf. Oh, that's gonna do it for my island, though. Yep. Sucker Punch was nowhere near a kill. Final Gambit off rip to just destroy Skarm. And then Winter sacking 2 Pokemon to take down freaking Avalug. And then his Hitmonlee just kind of dying on impact. And Val moves on to the second round. The final game of round 1 of the playoffs. Druidic and Power. The 4-5 matchup. We see another Staraptor in play, and another Garchomp. Away we go. Alright, Pelipper off rip. Terra normal Tail Slap, always a good choice. Deals more than half. Doesn't get a flinch if that wasn't planned, but here comes the bridge. Oh no, Final Gambit. Just close combat. Oh, that did nowhere near enough. Oh, God. Oh, wait. Endeavor. Hold. No, the stamina boost midway through. No. It's gonna survive. No. Oh, the flinch. Oh, my. And then the leftovers restoration. Okay. Sylveon takes it down. There goes our Talodon. That's like one big threat out of the way. The Dark Pulse comes out. Immediate battle at the Pelipper. On the U-turn, obviously. So you sack momentum because you have Hoopla Unfounded. Bullet Seed, not going to do much because Terra. You get the flinch? No, and you die for it. Classic. Oh, Rock Polish? Okay. It's still slower because Rhyperior. Aqua Jet. Floatzel takes down Sylveon. Raikou's in. Is slower. Therefore, Floatzel gets a flip out for free. Thunder does not get the para. Sets up Light Screen. Back in comes Floatzel. Lives the Thunder. What do you do from here now? Oh my gosh. Back in comes Hoopla. Scissors in to die a Dark Pulse. My Dragon's the last stand. It is something. Well, unfortunately, I had to drop the special attack. It's Scarf, clearly. And to dropping the special attack means that... Oh. Why would you let the Minecraft-themed island win? Gosh darn it, Druidic. Anyways. Flower wins and moves on. Which means now we can preview the next week's matchups for round 2 of the playoffs. Matchup previews, there we go. So, Papa, by virtue of winning, it's the honor of facing Eon. Weather versus terrain. What takes on Roaring Moon here? Other than Galarian Wheezing, I guess. Because the thing is, Venusaur is not really a threat because Goodra is that good of a special wall. Or like bulky special attacker. Staraptor could pose a threat. Only got 2 flying resist, and they're both weak to close combat. Or 3 flying resist, but once again, all weak to close combat. On the other end, Rillaboom may or may not have a place here. Heatran's coming for sure. Heatran's super good in this matchup. Absolutely punks on Venusaur. Might be the best answer into Roaring Moon. has the makings of a very interesting game, I will say. The other matchup in the sugar side of playoffs is Jace versus Milo. Looking at the bulk on the left side, what breaks through? Conk. Conk is going to be huge in this matchup. Volcarona setup sweeping, of course, also going to be massive, but Ditto discourages that. Both sides are going to be hazard stacking out the wazoo. Removal advantage goes to Jace for sure with Corv. Because Conk Defog is an option. Is the only option for Milo, I believe. Looks like a pretty good matchup. Terra Jolteon. What do you Terra do? Vanillix Pavilion? Why the fuck are there melee sounds here? The other side, in the Sugar Division, you've got Panders and Mateo. Once again, Terra Jolteon. And Volcarona. Might need to check those two out. Once again, what takes on Volcarona here? What's your Volcarona answer? Because from the looks of it, I don't think there's a great one. Other than Ditto shutting it down. Again. Ditto just discouraging it. It might be your best shot at preventing it from snowballing out of control like that. Let's see. Meowscarada does kind of get punked on by Skarmory, so it's actually not as huge of a threat as it usually would be. Hazard stacking again for Mateo. So Panders is going to have to rely on Blastoise Rapid Spinning a fair bit. Also, Mini Snow could pose a problem, especially if Duraludon goes down. I think that's a pretty good summary of this match. It'll be interesting to see how it actually plays out in the end. And then finally, we have Matt versus Fowler. Staraptor again. That Cinccino was a menace. Sylveon 2. What's your Ursaluna answer? Is it just Intimidate Staraptor? I hope it's not just that, but it might just be that. Scizor could do it. I don't know if it's physically bulky, but I don't know if it's quite that physically bulky. Plus, there's not a great chance of threatening it back, so... Quiver Dance Ribomb E gonna be a threat. Or just webs. This team doesn't really like webs for Power. No team likes webs, let's be real. I will say, Fowler's team very fast. Like, Matt has top end speed, but Fowler just in general has a bunch of really fast Pokemon. And then the gap isn't really even abused because the only Pokemon that's inside that gap between Staraptor and Kleavor is Tinkaton. Does Vileplume show up here? Is the answer? No, it actually can't. It's neutral to ground. First one is going to be a problem then for Power. Well, we'll see how the problem solving goes in the next video, which won't be recorded on the same day as today because the matches aren't done yet. I'm finally caught up. Yay! I'll see you guys then.